Okay, swimmers, listen up. Most of you guys have already been here for a session or done a meeting before, but just to go over some housekeeping rules. Number one, the pool deck is counterclockwise. You'll come down the stairs to the bullpen. Bullpen to the blocks. Swim your rate. Get out. Walk past the scoring table underneath the scoreboard around.
Well, welcome back here to the Parkway Valentine's Invitational as we get set for our final session here on this Saturday. It'll be the 13 and over session. Right now they're getting some final instructions about how to operate around the pool deck, as has been given all weekend long by our Marshal Blair Porter. We want to thank Blair and all the volunteers, Ruth Price, and
to the bullpen. Where your
her organizational skills, being a meet director, Ellen Wagner and Julia Hillsman over at the table, all the officials, and of course all the coaches for putting this on. And we couldn't bring you these sights and sounds without my partner, Kevin Girth, and we got a special one for you here this afternoon. We've installed yet another camera. Actually, I shouldn't say we. Kevin has on the bottom of the pool. We'll have a unique angle of lanes number 3, 4, 5, and 6 coming off of the starting block underneath the water. So you'll see that mixed in throughout our broadcast here this afternoon. Now, here's what we've got going here this afternoon. It'll alternate girls to boys, starting with the 200-yard breaststroke, then the 200-yard freestyle, followed by the 100-yard backstroke, the 200-yard butterfly, and we'll round things out with that fast 50-yard freestyle. That's how things will go here this afternoon. All goes well, be a couple of hours. You'll sit back, relax, and you'll enjoy it. A lot of the snow is cleared out of the area here in St. Louis, so some of you might be outside frolicking, maybe sitting around a fire pit. I don't know. Take a TV out there, take a computer, watch as you wish. We got a couple of shout-outs already prior to this one. Some folks saying, come on, Heat. Let's go, go, go. Beth Stone giving that whoop, whoop, whoop. We've seen that whoop, whoop number of times. Kaylee and Alex, let's go for Heat. And a nice shout out as well to Kevin Girth, my partner. He has handled all the production, all the direction, all the cameras. Every single part of this is all set up that he has done, built in his office at home and brought it right out here to Kirkwood High School so we can get set to go. They've called the first event. This will be event number 15. It'll be the girls 13 and over, 15-yard breaststroke. Now, this is a 13 and over. Everything is 13 and over. You will see swimmers as old as 17, some 18 years old here in the events today, still looking to get those cuts. The children, the kids, the youngsters, 13 and 14, they still want to achieve those age group cuts. They want to get those triple A's, those double A's. Some of them still trying to get their first double B to get into some finals type swim meets when they happen once again. When you get into the older kids, even some of the 13 and 14-year-olds, they are good enough, but they're going to be competing for those sectional cuts. Very important for those youngsters as well. So we are just about set to go. It looks like we've got all the timers. So we're making sure that all the safety and health protocols are followed here, one of which is if you're in the stands as one of the swimmers, you keep your mask on. You take your mask with you down to the pool deck. You have a plastic bag with you. You put your mask into the plastic bag, and then you put it back on as soon as your event is over. That's how this works. Everybody moving counterclockwise around the pool deck. We are just about set to go. Here's what we've got, folks. It's a 200-yard breaststroke. This one will take anywhere from 2.5 to 3 minutes-ish, 3.5 minutes maybe. And we'll start things off with this first heat. These will be 8 young ladies trying to establish their first ever competitive qualifying time. Starting things off. So we get ready to go once again here. Lily Cerilius, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, so I apologize. Serena Wang in lane number 2 from Parkway. Sydney Vachi in lane number 3 from Rockwood. Emily Disper in lane number 4 from Parkway. Savannah Cusinelli in lane number 5. Michaela Pipes in lane number 6. Ava Muehlman in lane number 7. And Deanna Schindler in lane number 8 from Parkway. So we've got 4 13-year-olds, 3 14-year-olds, and a 15-year-old. The 13-year-olds are in lane 2, 3, 7, and 8. 14-year-olds in lanes 1, 5, and 6, and Disper in lane number 4 is the 15-year-old. Right now, leading things off here early on, Serena Huang in lane number 2, along with Michaela Pipes. Now, we've seen Pipes over the course of last night and today. She's a very fast swimmer right now. She is front running here a little bit, the 14-year-old from Rockwood, with Huang right in behind her, the 13-year-old. So we start to look at those cut times and what some of these youngsters will want to achieve. 3:10.89. That is the B time, 2:57.29. That is the double B time. Coming back off the wall for this last 75 now. As we go down to the pole, I'm announcing. As we go back the other way. So now we come on this last lap. As Pipes now slightly taking the lead over Wong in second place. Third place, middle of the pool. Lane number 4 is Disper. Followed in close behind in lane number 8 is Schindler. So all these youngsters trying to get their first established times right now as they get ready to come back down to the other end of the pool. We come down to the wall now again, trying to get under that 3:10, 2:57.29. That will give them that double A time, or double B time, excuse me. First one into the wall again, that's Pipes, and she'll come in at 2:45.21 on this one. And that will be underneath that double B time. So congratulations to her. Second place, 2:47.61. Also underneath that double B time for Wong. Third place in the heat in lane number 4 was Disper, just off of that double B time. Actually, she's under the double B time at 2:54.11. Fourth place, 2:57.13, also a double B time. So 4 double B times in that one. Fifth place in the heat in lane number 5 is Cusinelli. She comes in at 2:13.52. So 4 double B times in that one. Congratulations to those young ladies as they get their first ever established time, and that's what they come in at with the double B times. Rounding things out, third, lane 3 is Vachi. She came in 8th place. Chrysalius, not really sure if I'm pronouncing that one correctly, in lane number 1 was 6th, and in 7th place was Muleman in lane number 7. Go Vienna, we're saying go, let's go AJ. A couple of shout outs to them as well. Here we go with heat number 2. It's Ella Jones.
Event 15.
She's a 13-year-old from Rockwood, and her teammate, also a 13-year-old, is Bronwyn Mueller in lane number 2. Reagan Fries in lane number 3 right now. She's got an early lead as she'll touch the wall first. Followed closely behind by Lauren Callahan, the 13-year-old from Rockwood. Catherine Campbell from Rockwood in lane number 5. Haley Meek is in lane number 6, followed by Ava Stitch in lane 7, and then Athena DeKinder is in lane number 8. So we come down to the first 50, and it'll be Freeze to touch first. Actually, slightly ahead of her was Callahan. She just out-touched her at the wall by .04. So they're right there neck and neck. You see them there in the middle of the pool in lanes number 3 and 4. Fastest established time coming to this one was 3:03.41. That was Callahan. Followed closely behind by Campbell in lane 5. Right now, she's in 3rd place. Freeze had the 3rd fastest time at 3:04.91. They'd love to get that double B time. Again, 2:57.29 for these youngsters.
Well, folks, we're going to have a little pause in some of the announcing, but we'll do the best we can as we get rolling here. We'll bring you some of the descriptions as best we can over the course of the next bit of time, but we want to stay safe, and we want to make sure all the kids here maintain their proper decorum as well. So Freeze and Callahan now coming down to it. Freeze will touch the wall first. 251.66 for her. 252.12 for Lauren Callahan right after that. So, folks, keep chiming in. Use the message board. Don't use the text line. We won't be able to give you those shout-outs here across the air, so you can read those along the side of the channel moving forward. And we'll do the best we can to bring you all the standings and the sights and sounds. Campbell came in third in the heat, followed by Stitch, then Meek, DeKinder, Jones, and now Mueller will round things out here. Both coming in with double B times there in that first one are Freeze and Callahan. We'll go to heat 3 of 4 here. We'll give you the lineup real quick. Chloe Humes in lane 1. Evan Lashley in lane 2. Sammy Silvestri in lane 3. Olivia Clairco in 4. Ava Abig in lane 5. Radley Foreignock in lane 6. Lane 7 has been vacated, and Abby Schneider in lane 8. Going down the pool now in lane number 6 is Fornash, and then Abig right in behind her. She's in lane number 5, closely in behind in 3, Sylvester, and then Clarico. That's how the top 4 go in this one. Top of your screen, it's Lashley and Hume in 2 and 1, and then at the bottom of the screen, it's Schneider. Here they come now on another lap as they'll touch and go back one more time the other way. Fastest preliminary time in this one was 2:47.22. I'm going to give this announcement one time. We'll give it later again, but everything tomorrow for the final session will start a little bit later, 30 minutes later at 12:50 instead of 12:20. So make that change on your calendars for tomorrow. First one into the wall here in lane number 6 is Fornash, 2:37.81 for that young lady. Followed by the next one is 2:43.16. So both of those young ladies getting that A time. Nice job to them. Third and fourth in the heat are lanes 3 and 4, Sylvester and Clarico. Both of them in that double B time, as well as Humes and Lashley followed in behind with a B time for Schneider in lane number 8. All right, here we go. Full slate, 8 swimmers in heat number 4. McLeod in lane 1. Abdener in lane 2. Bishop in lane 3. Chalfont in 4. Molenhoff in 5. Nolan in 6. Tyson in 7. And Eisworth in 8. Again, a lot of these young ladies here under the ages of 14, the 13 and 14-year-olds, still wanting to get those age group cuts. A couple of older swimmers here will be swimming throughout the afternoon. In this one, we've got 3 13-year-olds in Bishop, Chalfont, and Eisworth, several 14-year-olds in McLeod, Abdener, and Molenhoff, and then a 16 and 17-year-old Tyson and Nolan, respectively. Right now, it's Molenhoff who continues to lead the pack, and she'll touch the wall at 75 and go back the other way. Molenhoff swims for Rockwood. She'll attend Lafayette High School next year, just in 8th grade right now, following her older brother Joshua's footsteps. He swims now for Rockwood, for Lafayette and Rockwood as well. 3, though, right in the middle of the pool. It's Molenhoff. Right in there with her is Chalfont and Nolan. Nolan, the 17-year-old from Hannibal. She's wearing that purple cap. Coming right down to it, into the wire. They'll touch and go one last time. Chalfont has taken a little bit of a lead, the 13-year-old in lane number 4. Molenhoff right in behind her, about a half a body length, and then just right in behind her, maybe a shoulder length behind, is Nolan. 4th place up there in lane number 3 is Bishop. All these youngsters looking to go pretty low right now. Some cuts, too, from a NCSA national perspective for the juniors, for these 13 and 14 years old. You know, Jana has a couple of those already. We got a note from her mom last night. She's looking to get a couple of more as well. Here they come in at 2:30.92. In first place, it's Chalfont in this one. Second place at 2:32.43. Both of those cuts are actually sectional cuts as well. So congratulations to those 2 youngsters, 2:33.25. So they went really low and very fast. If I looked at the sectional cut correctly, I'll verify that. But in that 200-yard breaststroke, yeah, 2:32.99 was the cut. And they both come in, do Chalfont and Molenhoff. 4th place in that heat in lane number 3 was Bishop. 5th in lane number 1 was McLeod. Abdener in 7th. Down at the bottom of your screen, it was Tyson who finished in 8th place, and Eisworth at 2:41.81 who comes in 6th place. Both of those, all those youngsters getting A time. So nice job for the 13 and unders to achieve that.
Event 29, boys 13 and over, 200-yard breaststroke. Heat 3, report to the bullpen, please. E3, report to the bullpen.
All right, here we go with the boys. 13 and under. We've got 3 in this heat. There's 1 of 5. Patrick Wong is in lane number 1. He's from Parkway, a 15-year-old. George Baisley, he is a 13-year-old from Parkway, and Ryan George is the 13-year-old from Parkway. Good to see George's father last night. He was helping time keep. George also, we talked about him a little bit, multi-sport athlete, plays soccer as well. His father and I have talked a number of times how multiple different sports help each other out. Swimming really helping with ability, speed, touch, all those things. His son loves playing soccer, and this is a good way for him to keep going, especially in these winter months when it's snowing outside like it was today. Again, we're going to do 8 lengths of the pool. We'll do 4 full laps. 2:56.59 is the B cut for the 14 and unders. These three youngsters do not have yet established times. Of course, Long, he's a 15-year-old swimming this for the first time. Okay, first one in the wall now. He's going to come in. Pretty good time for his first time for Patrick Long. 2:46.54 for him. Behind him in lane number 5 with an initial time of 2:58.75 for Ryan George, just under or just over, just missing that cut, and coming in George, rounding things out at 3:15 flat 09 for young George Baisley. Into the next heat we go. Heat number 2. 8 swimmers here. Top of your screen to the bottom. It's Kevin Wong. He is in lane number 1, 13-year-old from Parkway. William Chen from Parkway is a 14-year-old in 2. Caleb Galvin, he's from Heat. He's in lane 3. Tyler Richter in lane 4. Braden Shearer in lane 5. Aiden Ellis from Heat in lane 6. Thomas Ponstignol in lane 7. And Ethan Melson.
Please come to the bullpen with your event and heat is called. Report to the bullpen.
At these first 50, lane number 5 is Braden Shearer. We know he can go low here right now. He leads the pack. Young 15-year-old Braden swims also for the Marquette Mustangs at the high school level. Boys competed at the high school level back in the fall in the state of Missouri. This Braden now has opened up about body length and a half lead. Next closest competitor to him, he's in lane 5. Galvin's in lane 3. Then in behind him, down in lane number 7, is Thomas Pongstingle. Actually, I'm sorry. It's Aiden Ellis in lane 6. Here, though, continue to stretch it out now, looking very strong. If he touches the wall, he'll go back the other way. This stroke we've talked about over the course of the last couple of days. Very technical in nature. You got to have that technique correct. You want to stay low along the water line. Get that power rolling. Tough stroke to teach. Some people believe either you have it or you don't. Right now, Braden Shearer showing he's got some quality in this stroke. His previous best time was 2:47.80. He's on pace to really shatter that right now. Again, he'd love to be around that sectional cut. He's not going to quite get it in this one. That's a 2:19.99, but he's on pace to really bring this one home and drop significant time off his previous best of 2:47.80. $2:28.76 for Braden Shearer, so he drops 19 seconds off of his previous best time. Nice job for young Braden. Second place in the heat. Coming in lane number 3 is Caleb Galvin, 2:42.76. That's a double B time. He's a 17-year-old, excuse me. But he does drop 7 seconds off his previous best. Lane number 6 after that for heat. 2:48.16. That is a B time for Aiden Ellis. Lane number 4 came in fourth. Tyler Richter, 2:51.77, also a B time for Tyler. Fifth place in the heat at 2:52.06, B time. For William Chen, then rounding things out, it'll be Ponkstonal, Long, and Melson. So we're through 2 heats of 5. We'll come up with heat number 3. As things progress, they'll get a little bit faster and faster. Everyone in this heat has at least a B time, several double B times. Owen Sattler in lane number 1. He's from Rockwood, 13 years old. His teammate, Ryan Huang, is a 13-year-old from Rockwood in lane 2. Jaden Yarborough from Heat in lane 3. Spencer Kinsey in lane 4 from Rockwood. Daniel Lansbaum, very good in this stroke in lane number 5. Jack Windler, lane number 6. He's from Parkway. Ian Pfeiffer in lane number 7 from Rockwood. And then Connor Hoover in lane number 8 from Parkway. Yarborough right now out in front of everybody else, followed in behind by Kinsey and then Lansbaum and Windler. Pretty good split for them. Coming in off the wall. Now they're going to go for that 100. Yarborough, of course, he's been on the zones team. Swims for Heat right now, and he is out in front by about a half a body length. Looking strong down here in lanes number 6 and 7, also Windler and Pfeiffer. And in lane number 2, it's Wong. Right now, we talked about a number of these kids. Several A times in this one as well coming in were Lansbaum and Kinsey with A times, as well as Windler and Yarborough. And Huang and Pfeiffer just under the wire on that A time. So some of these now are going to go for that AAA. Yarborough will be the first one to touch the wall as they go back for this last 50. He starts to lengthen his lead out a little bit, just slightly over Kinsey and Lansbaum coming up on him. Right now, though, young Jaden Yarborough, he'll take the lead, and he's going to try and come back. Again, he wants to see if he can't get under 2:36. That would be the AA time, 2:29.99. That is the AAA. Probably not going to happen. Coming on strong, though, it's Kinsey. He's going to close this one out. He will just edge out Yarborough here at the wall. 2:32.43 for that young man as he drops 6 seconds off of his previous best time. Yarborough also dropping almost 6 seconds at 2:32.96. Those are AA times. Lansbaum coming in at 2:34.17, also with a AA time. Rounding things out, lane number 2, Huang, followed by Pfeiffer and Hoover, and then in lane 1, Sattler and Windler in lane 6. But some AA times in that one, so nice job by those young men. All right, here we go in lane heat number 5. We've got Bauer in lane 1, Jeremiah Koenig, 15-year-old from Parkway in lane 2, Isaac Reddy in lane 3 from Heat, Tanner Hillsman in lane number 4. He's a Parkway 13-year-old. James Thompson, lane number 5 from Rockwood. Zach Pozinski from Rockwood, a 16-year-old in lane 6. Andy Aschinger in lane number 7 from Parkway. And then Gabe Cusinelli in lane number 8 from Rockwood. Fastest preliminary time in this one was 2:32.91 from Tanner Hillsman. He is just off that AAA time of 2:29.99. He told me last night he'd love to get his first AAA as a 13-year-old. He's got a number of AA's so far, and this might be the event. Of course, his older brother Riley, very strong in this event as well. Connor Hoover down in the bottom of the screen. He is leading this one. We've got a number of 15-year-olds in this one. Or excuse me, Cusinelli, I'm sorry. Cusinelli 15, along with Thompson in lane 5 and Koenig in lane number 2. A 16-year-old Pazinski in lane 6 and Reddy in lane 7. And lane 3 is a 17-year-old. So that's how we've got this one shaken out so far. Middle of the pool really vying for second place in lanes 2, 3, and 4, along with lane number 6, Cusinelli continuing to lead, though, here as he comes back down. They'll touch the wall here at the start-finish side, and they'll try and bring it home. Sectional time again is at 2:32.99. Right now, opening up a little bit of a lead again is Cusinelli, followed closely behind by Assinger. They're in lanes 8 and 7. Middle of the pool in lane number 3 is Reddy, then Hilsman in lane number 4. Again, they're trying to go low. If they can come back quickly, they might have a chance at it. 2:29.99 for young Tanner. That's where he wants to go if he can get that AAA. As well as for Assinger, he's just a 14-year-old. He'd love to get that AAA. It looks like Assinger is going to get it. First into the wall, though, followed in closely behind. So it'll go Cusinelli followed by Assinger. Then in lane number 3, it'll be Reddy, followed by Hilsman at 2:31.21. So he's just off that triple, but he does drop time in that one. 5th place with a nice time of 2:33.22 was Koenig in lane number 2. 6th place in lane 5 goes to Thompson, Pazinski, and Bauer round things out. Now, here we are in the final heat of this one. 200-yard breaststroke. It'll be Callum Shank, top of your screen in lane number 1. Will Cottle in lane number 2. A couple of Parkway 15-year-olds. Alex Chen in lane number 3 from Rockwood. Jeffrey G. from Rockwood in lane number 4. Kelvin Crone Willis from Heat in lane number 5. Lewis Chen in 6. Atticus Sternke in lane 7. And Maddie Beniai in lane number 8 from Hannibal.
4,
I think I misquoted earlier that time. It is a 2:19.99. That is the sectional cut in this one, and that's what someone like Crone Willis, Jeffrey G. already has that cut. He's in the middle of the pool, or Alex G., excuse me, in lane number, Jeffrey G. does have it in lane number 4, and right now he's out in front. So if Crone Willis can stay with him, he might get in there underneath the wire. But 2:19.99, my apologies about having that previously wrong, looking at the wrong cuts all the way through. I think I was looking at the wrong cuts for these boys as well on those A's and double A's. No one yet with that double A. The A time was 2:31.39, so they're just off of that, and that previous couple of the youngsters did get that A time, including Hilsman. So have to get a better scorecard here in just a moment, more organized as we come down to it. We'll have one more touch and go, but it's Chen so far. So my apologies about the misinformation. We'll remind you now, if you're here tomorrow, that late session, those 2 later sessions will all start a half hour later than they were scheduled the previous time. We'll start things here 12:50 for that late session tomorrow. Just a reminder. Folks, you can get your Parkway magnet inside the lobby, $20. Stop on in, see Ruth Price. She'll set you up. You can pay cash or you can pay with Venmo. Here's Chen, though. He's trying to get under that 2:19.99 again. He does it. He will be right about his previous time of 2:17.33. 2:17.36, so he just misses his previous best, but a nice run for Jeffrey G. Right in behind him, Crone Willis at 2:21.01, just a little bit off. He was going for that sectional time. He does drop 3 seconds in that one. A lot of fast times here. Coming in 3rd place in that heat in lane number 6 was Luis Chen, as he comes in at 2:23.41 for that young man. That is a double A time for him. Alex Chen Right in behind him in lane 3 at 2:23.91. So they're very close to each other. It's actually they're 4th and 5th. Other side in lane 6, or lane 1 coming in 6th place at 2:25.97. Just off of that double A time was Shank. Will Cottle will take 7th in 8th place at 2:33.06. A solid double B time for that young man is Benny I. All right, now we're going to do 200-yard freestyle, folks. Again, these will be a little bit quicker, lasting somewhere in the neighborhood of, 3 minutes, anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes as we go through the... First, we'll start with the swimmers who have no previous times. Anna Novak in lane 3, followed by Emily Wong in 4, and Anna Zweibelman in lane number 5. All three are Parkway swimmers. First two, Novak and Wong, are 13 years old, and Zweibelman is 14 years old.
Girls 200-yard freestyle. Heat 5, report to the bullpen. Heat 5, report to the bullpen.
Well, folks, we hope you've enjoyed that underwater camera. Chime on in on that message board. Let us know what you think about it. Kevin Girth using his ingenuity and technology and connections to get that extra angle for you. Not something you're even going to see at the high school level anywhere, much less the college level, but great added addition here. Works perfectly for this particular heat when we've got just 3 swimmers in lanes 3, 4, and 5. Right now, Anna Novak powering through. B time on this one, 13 and 14-year-olds, is 2:32.09. Double B time is 2:21.29. Of course, Anna's older brother, Grant, longtime swimmer for the Parkway program. Give a shout out to the Novak family, and we know they're watching. Now she's got a shot here. She can get into the next couple of seconds to get underneath that B cut. She's just going to miss it, but a nice time established here for her first 200 competitive swim. 2:37.02. Right in behind her will be Wong and Zweibelman as they round things out in lanes number 4 and 5.
Swimmers exit the pool.
All right, we got a couple of open lanes here in heat number 2. We'll have swimmers in. We'll have swimmers in lanes 1 through 6. Michaela Pipes in lane 1. Sophia Lundry in lane 2. Sydney Bacci in lane 3. Sandra Kim in lane 4. Lily Crescelius in lane number 5. And Luis Goldcamp in lane number 6. 2 14-year-olds in Corellius and Pipes. The others are 13 years old. Parkway and Rockwood swimmers.
Girls 200-yard freestyle. Heat 6, report to the bullpen. Heat 6, report to the bullpen.
Lane number 1 coming out strong here thus far, but it's Pipes. We saw her have a strong swim earlier. It's her fast time in that opening heat when she did not have an established time. That 200-yard breaststroke stood as the fastest time for a number of heats following it. And right now, she's pushing the envelope, going very well. Kayla right now front running again, in great position to get definitely in that B cut range. She'll come into the wall now, close things out in lane number 1. Nice fast time for her. 2:06.04 for Michaela. Well under. She'll be into the A range with that. She's solid single A in her first time out. Next one in to touch the wall in lane number 4 will be Sandra Kim, 2:29. So she's got a double B time for Sandra. Right in behind her in lane number 2 is Sophia Lundry. Just misses it. Comes in at 2:40.38. And then closing things out, Vachi, Cerilius, and Goldcamp, the 13-year-old from Rockwood, coming in now to close things out.
Swimmer, exit the pool.
All right, here we go in heat number 3. All 8 lanes occupied here in this one. Maddie Wimberly in lane 1 from Parkway. It's all 13-year-olds here in this one. Ava Stitch from Parkway in lane 2. Ava Muehlman in lane 3. She's from Rockwood. Cora Donaldson in lane 4 from Parkway. Kelsey Morrison from Rockwood, lane 5. Ella Wusick in lane number 6 from Parkway, followed by Gigi Gartner and Carly Keski in lanes number 7 and 8. Middle of the pool right now, as well as lane number 1. Those are your front runners here. 8 lengths of the pool here in this 200-yard freestyle. Morrison in lane number 5, leading now very slightly over Donaldson and Wimberly. Fastest prelim time in this one at 2:39.89. That was Donaldson. She's in lane 4. Morrison was second at 2:40.06. They'd love to get into that B range, if not into the A range. The B cut 2:32.09. Again, it's a stepping stone. All these youngsters, you get one cut, then you get the next one, then you get the next one. who should be well under her previous time, should Morrison. All these youngsters coming in with nice sprints down to the end. Morrison will be the first one to touch in lane number 5. 2:31.61 for her. She shaves off 9 seconds, and she gets that B cut. Second place in the heat at 2:32.95, just off of the cut. In lane number 4 was Donaldson, followed in behind her by Muleman, Keski, Wimberly, Gartner, Wujik, and Stick. 8 swimmers now as we get into heat number 4 of this girls' 200-yard freestyle. Maddie Stoner in lane number 1, followed by Lily Driscoll, Mia Crandall in lane 3, Katie Kalmus in 4, Schneider in 5, Tremont in 6, Rizel Mendoza in 7, and Marissa Benny in lane 8. 5 13-year-olds, a pair of 14-year-olds, and Schneider and Benny, and then a 17-year-old and Rizel Mendoza. That's how we round things out here in this one. Rockwood. 31.90 here in this event. That's by Kalmus in lane number 4, and she leads right now ever so slightly over Tremont in lane number 6. Body length lead right now. Starting to close it a little bit, though, in lane number 2 coming on strong. That's Driscoll, Lily Driscoll, 13-year-old from Parkway, starting to catch Kalmus. (2:32.09). That's the B time. 2:21.29. That's the double B time. And Kalmus had that B time coming into the event. Coming to the wall with a strong close is Kalmus. Nice job for her. Second place in lane number 2 was Driscoll. Kalmus comes in at 2:19.51. So she does get that double B time, which she already had. I'm sorry, she did not have. Excuse me, she had the B time, but she gets that double B time again. Driscoll coming in second place at 2:22.09. Followed in behind in third place in lane number 8 by Beanie. Lane number 5, it was Schneider. Then Crandall. Tremont, Stoner, and Mendoza. Heat number 5, a couple older young ladies in this one, including 2 16-year-olds in lanes 1 and 2. That's Alexandra Lafori and Riley Fornash in lanes 1 and 2. Kaylee Moore in lane 3, Anna Abiggs in lane 4. Ella Jones in lane number 5, Ava Astinger in lane 6, Lily McGinn in lane number 7, and Deanna Schindler in lane number 8. Full slate here. All lanes are filled. Fornash in lane number 2 leads the pack right now. (1:57.09). That is the sectional cut for the older girls looking to get that one. Riley hits the wall and comes back the other way. Previous best time in this heat, 2:23.60 by A-Big, followed by Ella Jones at 2:23.63. Right now, it looks like the battle is going to be for third place. First place in this one, again, is Fornash. Second place is McGinn in lane 7. And then there's, well, coming on in lane number 1 is LaFleur from Heat. Schindler in lane number 8. He's in 4th place. Couple in the middle of the pool. Right now, front running though in this one. Nice time. He's going to come in under 2:10. Will Fornash, and she'll shatter her previous best time. She comes in at 2:08.76. She drops 19 seconds on her previous best. Second place in the heat in lane number 7 was the McGinn with a 2:18.09. That is a double B time for her. Rounding things out, lane 1 will be LaFleur. Schindler in lane number 8, followed by A-Big Moore, Jones, and Assinger, and McGinn was in second. So there you go. That's the lineup there. All right, here we go. Got 7 swimmers in this one. Lane number 7 is vacated here. Starting at the top of your screen, it's Kate Krogan, Parkway 17-year-old. Maria Parisi in lane number 2 from Rockwood. Audrey Wagner from Parkway in lane number 3. Next to her is her teammate Liz Myers, the 15-year-old from Parkway. Ellie Green is in Parkway swimmer, in lane 5, 13 years old. Bridget Peckham from Rockwood in lane 6, and Chloe Humes in lane 8 is the 13-year-old from Rockwood. Right now, 3 swimmers separated themselves from the packs in lanes 1, 3, and 5. It's Krogan, Wagner, and Green. Fastest prelim time goes to Liz Myers in lane 4 at 2:17.19, but Green at 2:17.66, Wagner at 2:17.88, and Peckham at 2:17.99 are right in behind her.
Event 31, boys 200-yard freestyle, heat 1 on the report for the bullpen.
The 3 in the odd numbered lanes of 5, 3, and 2, and 3 and 1, continue to be the front runners here in this one. A time cut in this one is 2:10.39 for the 14 and under. They'll touch the wall and come back one last time to try and see if they can't get under that cut line. All the 14-year-olds at least have a B time or a double B time in this one. Right now it's lane number 3, and it's Audrey Wagner powering her way. She'll come in first in the heat as she touches the wall, and it'll be under 2:10 for her. Actually, it'll be 2:11.44. So she dropped 6 seconds off her previous best time, and that is just off that A time for young Audrey. Second place in the heat will be Green. Third, top of the screen, Krogan, followed by Parisi. Then it's Peckham, Myers, and Humes. Heat number 7 of 9. All 13 and 14-year-olds, with the exception of 2 16-year-olds. We'll tell you about them in a minute. It's Daphne Bishop in lane number 1, Sammy Sylvester in lane number 2, Stephanie Rose in lane number 3. Those are all 13-year-olds. Elizabeth Tyson is one of the 2 16-year-olds. She's in lane number 4. Ava McLeod's a 14-year-old in lane number 5. Jordan Moulton is lane number 6. She's a 16-year-old. And then we round things out with two 13-year-olds, Sarah Lauk and Emma Eisworth, in lanes 7 and 8, respectively. Well, we want to thank Kevin Girth for all his work and allowing us to bring you this. Great camera angles, great pictures. It's got the camera in the pool now. We set that one up prior to the 11 and 12 session, and that one is held strong. Got some good shout-outs on the message board that a lot of folks like that, so we're glad we could bring it to you. 3 swimmers in the middle of the pool. That's lanes 4, 5, and 6 in the top 3. It's lane number 5 right now, Ava McLeod. 14-year-old. She'd love to see if she can't move up to a double A, which is a 2:04.99. But these 3 swimmers pacing off of each other now. They're going to touch and come back the other way. 3 more lengths of the pool to go. Top of your screen now, moving into contention in lane number 1 is Daphne Bishop, 13-year-old from Rockwood as well, swimming strong, but slight bit of a lead in lane number 6. It's Moulton from Rockwood. Moulton came in with a 2:15.24. He should be well under that one. She'd love to get to that A time of 2:10. She's got just a couple of more seconds. Let's see if she can get to the wall. Top of your screen also, again, is Bishop. First one to the wall will be Moulton, and she will come in at a 2:10.58, and she just misses that A time. Nice job by her. Just 0.2 of a second off. Bishop will come in second. She'll drop 6 seconds. And her time, third place in the heat in lane number 4, was Tyson, followed by lane number 2. Then it's McLeod, Locke, Eisworth, and Bishop. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. That's what we want you to do here. Check out all the action.
Event 71, boys 200 yard freestyle, E3, reporting to the full.
Kadzaxian in lane 1, Monteconi in lane 2, Steffens in lane 3, Pfeiffer in lane 4, Wilkinson in 5, Cook is in 6. That's Annabelle Cook, Genevieve Hahn in lane 7, and Lowry in lane 8. Monteconi, the 15-year-old from Rockwood, now in lane number 2, slightly ahead of several other swimmers. She comes to the wall, and they'll go back for the halfway point. And she does continue to lead at that halfway point. But a nice turn there on that one. Coming in lane number 4, though, is Pfeiffer. She's now taking the lead. Just in behind her is Wilkinson. So a couple of 13-year-old Rockwood swimmers in lanes 4 and 5. Now taking the lead. Scoreboard stopped operating, so we'll try and do our best to bring you everything. We won't know for sure on times or anything like that, but nonetheless, this one will come right down to it. It'll be lanes 4, 5, and then 3. So it'll be Pfeiffer, Wilkinson, 2, Monteconi. Then it'll be lane number 3, Stevens. And then right in there where Kadzaxian, Cook, Hahn, and Cook, Lowry, and Hahn will wind things out. Not sure on the time.
Heat 9, relax for just a minute, okay?
they'll fix the scoreboard here. We'll remind you now, you're coming around, stop into the lobby, pick up your Parkway magnet. Ruth Price has them at the check-in table. They're $20. You can use Venmo or you can use cash. And we've got an issue with the scoreboard before we get to this last heat. So we're not really sure what the times were on that one. Can't bring those to you. Well, they have not reset the scoreboard. They're going to go with the manual timing, so we'll do the best we can to bring you the action here. Nora Wiley in lane number 1, Audrey Nolan in lane number 2, Lexi Cook in lane number 3, Ainsley Bennett from Hannibal in lane number 4. She can go really low. She's trying to get that sectional cut. We won't know if she gets it or not, but she was off of it by .09 coming in. That's why she's here today trying to get it. Madeline Johnson in lane 5, Zoe Chalfont in 6, Isabel Clerico in 7, and Nora Abdenair in lane number 8. So we'll do the best we can to let you folks know how people finish.
What are they?
Bennett continue to lead here in this one. Again, apologize, folks, we're not going to have those times for you. I know some of these swimmers here are trying to get those cuts. As we mentioned, we'll do the best we can with the mask on to bring you the play-by-play. Now it looks like the time is working once again, so we'll see as Bennett comes back down. She's trying to beat 157.09. She came in at 157.18. If she gets to the wall and this time is accurate, she will actually probably be very close to it. She will come in at under 157, so Ainsley Bennett will get her sectional cut by .04. There she goes. Nice job for Ainsley. Of course, she swam on the zones team a couple of years ago with my son. Very powerful and strong swimmer. So 157.06 gets her that cut. Congratulations to her. Second place in the heat at 159.18 goes to Lexi Cook, and so she drops a second on her time, and that is a AAA time for her. So nice job for young Lexi Cook from Rockwood. Third place in lane 2 was Nolan. Fourth place in lane 5 was Johnson, followed by Clerico, then Chalfont, and wrapping things up are Wiley and Abdenair. Nice job. Congratulations to Ainsley Bennett for getting that sectional cut, and then to Lexi Cook for that AAA. Scoreboard looks to be fixed. Day, Osdike, Kastner, and Wang. Those are the 4 here. It's Lucas Day, the 13-year-old from Parkway in lane number 3. These are all 4 Parkway swimmers. Sam Osdick, the 13-year-old in lane 4. Andrew Kastner is in lane 5, and Patrick Wong is in lane number 6. Right now, young Patrick in first place. He and Kastner, both 15-year-olds, 13-year-olds, again, Day and Osdick. I think I said that Wong was the 13-year-old, so my apologies.
Event 31, boys 200-yard freestyle, heat 4 to the bullpen.
So typically it's typically, let's go.
Event 31, boys 200-yard freestyle. Heat 5, report to the bullpen. Heat 5, report to the bullpen.
All right, so here we go, finishing this one out, folks. Long will finish the heat first at 2:20.36 for him as he establishes his first time, coming in at 2:35.40. First time for Lucas Day, then Osdike at 2:38.46, and Andrew Kastner for the first time coming in. Watch young Andrew grow through the years, and he can play baseball and soccer with us for a number of years with my son on our teams. That's how we finish out that one. Nice job to those young men. 7 swimmers in this heat. Lane number 8 is vacated. Ryan George in lane 1, Johnny Laird in lane 2, George Baisley in lane number 3, Alex Tixon in lane number 4, Workman in 5, Barnes in 6, and Gavin Joyner in lane number 7. Amy Sternke said congratulations to Ainsley. Again, limited on words here, but we do want to say congratulations to her for getting that sectional cut. Nice job. And a friend of my son's, and so always like to see these youngsters achieve when they can. George in lane number 1 and Tixon in lane number 4. They are the front runners right now in this one. Alex came in preliminary best time at 2:51.71. No one in this heat yet has a B time in this 200. We'll see how they do when they come off of the wall. 2:22.99. Both of these swimmers with the opportunity, they're going to have to go get it a little bit, but they've got the opportunity to get into that B range. Again, most of these youngsters trying for their personal best time, and all of them looking to achieve that well out ahead of where they were at previously. Part of that is part of this weekend for some of these swimmers is just, hey, we haven't been in a meet in a while. Let's see what we can do. One more lap to go now. Ryan George, he's about a body length and a half lead over Tixon in lane number 4. All these young men, though, look to drop significant time in their previous bests. First one into the wall again, lane number 1. Ryan George, his previous best time was 3:15.98. He comes in at 2:29.62, so great job for him. And he will be just a little bit off of that B time, but he made such a significant dent in his previous best. You can expect him to achieve that very soon. Second place in the heat, Tixon in lane 4. Barnes in lane 6. Laird, then Baisley, followed by Joyner and Workman. 8 swimmers, full pool in this one. Mark Lee in lane number 1, Harry Pendleton in lane number 2. There are a couple of 13-year-olds from Rockwood and Parkway, respectively. Ponsingle from lane number 3 is in lane number 3 from Rockwood. He's a 14-year-old. Francisco Sala in lane 4, 13-year-old from Rockwood, and a 15-year-old Joe Cunningham. He's in lane number 5 right now. He's a body length ahead of everyone else. Shiris Palavar from Rockwood, the 13-year-old in lane 6. Tyler Matheny in lane 7, 14-year-old from Parkway. And then Jacob Baldus from Heat. He's a 14-year-old in lane number 8. One of the exciting things we get to witness when we broadcast and whatnot is just the actual joy. We saw a number of youngsters come off the pool deck earlier talking about their achievements in B cuts and double B cuts. I talked to one young man who said, "Did you see me? I got all double Bs today." He had never gotten a B cut before, so congratulations to him. But one of the great joys last night was watching young Tyler Matheny go under 7 minutes when he did it last night in that 500 free. He had a smile from one end of the pool to the other. Everybody who was in the facility at that time beaming for that young man. They know how hard he works. Of course, competes in the Paralympics. So right now he's going at it. He'll clock a very nice time here coming up in this one. Of course, his younger sister, was in earlier today, and she high achieving swimmer as well. A couple of AAA times for that young lady, young Sydney. Right now, though, it's Joe Cunningham, Parkway swimmer. He's a 15-year-old in lane number 5. You want to know what the sectional cut is? It's 147.09. He's not going to get there. He's looking for a personal best right now. He's going to shatter his personal best of 2:35.63. He'll come in at around 2:20. Let's see exactly what his time is. It did not log it on the board. Looked up at the clock. It was right around 2:20, 2:21. Second place in the heat. He must have had a soft touch, but second place in the heat coming out of lane number 1 is Mark Lee. He'll be in at 2:27.14. He'll drop 22 seconds off his previous best time. Behind him, Pendleton, followed by Ponsingle. Then it's Palaver and Matheny, followed by Baldus. We'll round things out, but Tyler Matheny dropping 4 seconds off his previous one. Palaver dropping 2 seconds off his previous. So nice job to all those young men in this particular heat. Eight swimmers here in heat number 4. Noah Hoffman is in lane 1 from Parkway. Tyler Scheidler from Rockwood in lane 2. William Chen from Parkway in lane number 3. Luke Deutschman from Rockwood in lane 4. Andy Aschinger from Parkway in lane 5. Emmett Shank in lane 6. Aiden Eastman in lane 7. And Ethan Hill in lane number 8. 6 13-year-olds and 2 14-year-olds. The 14-year-olds are Chen and Aschinger. And right now, Aschinger in lane number 5. He is about 2 body lengths ahead of everyone else. He'll touch the wall and go back the other way. Andy's previous best time of 2:18.60 is the second best time behind Deutschman in lane number 4. He came in at 2:16.68. Got to go Emmett from Grandma and Grandpa. Things starting to close up a little bit now as Aschinger comes back to the pack a little bit, but it's actually the splits from the other two in lanes 4 and 6 that are starting to close in a little bit. Deutschman and Shank, both of them are picking up their pace. B time 2:22.99. Double B time 2:12.79. No one had that double B time coming into this heat. That's where they're looking to get. And then first one into the wall now. Will he get there? 2:06.95 for Assinger. So he drops 12 seconds. He will come in as an A time for him. Right in behind him at 2:08.61 and 2:09.78 are Shank and Deutschman. Both of those two getting that double B. Actually, if I'm looking at this correctly, they both got the A time as well. So, oh no, they just missed the A time. Double B time, excuse me. Fourth place and fifth place in lanes 3 and 2 were Chen and Scheidler. Sixth place and seventh place in 7 and 8, Eastman and Hill, and Hoffman rounds it out. All right, here we go in heat number 5. Jack Windler in lane 1, Owen Sattler in lane 2, Aiden Ellis in 3, Grayson Miller in lane 4, Spencer Kinsey in lane 5, Veda Colley in lane 6, Tyler Richter in 7, Charlie Steerett in lane 8. Fastest preliminary time, 2:11.50 from Grayson Mueller, and he is in lane 4. And right now, he is out ahead. Right in his hip pocket is Aiden Ellis from Heat in lane number 3. Miller, Ellis, and Kinsey would all love to go under that 2:07.59 mark, get that A time. Right now, they're on pace to do it. Strong swim right now in lane number 4. As the pack starting to tighten up for second place. There's 4 swimmers vying for that in lanes 2, 3, 5, and 6. Sattler, Ellis, Kinsey, and Colley. Right now, holding that off is Ellis. It's going to be Miller, though, to the wall. He's going to finish in this in an extremely good time. Let's see how low he can go. Did he get that double A time of 1:57 just off of it, 2:01? Nice job for young Grayson as he comes in with that A time, 2:01.88. That'll be the top time so far.
Swimmers exit the pool.
Number of other good times in there as well. Second and third place in lanes 5 and 6 were Kinsey and Colley, followed in lanes 3 and 2 by Ellis and Sattler. Richter, Steerett, and Windler round things out. All right, heat number 6. Here we go. Eight swimmers in this one. Alex McGee is in lane 1. Zidane Riza in lane number 2. Mateo Freer in lane number 3. Seth Adams is in 4. Ian Pfeiffer is in 5. Xander Stone is in 6. He's a 16-year-old from Heat. Connor Hoover in 7. 15-year-old from Parkway. And Sam Gerald, in lane number 8. Fastest time was Adams from Rockwood, the 17-year-old in lane number 4. He comes in with a 2:04.81. Right now, he's slightly ahead of Stone in lane number 6, but Stone closing fast, and he'll be touching the wall just in behind him. And then right in behind him in lane number 3 is Freer. .204.81 from Adams is the fastest preliminary time. Ian Pfeiffer right behind him by .03 at 2:04.84, the 14-year-old in lane 5. Adams right now out ahead of everyone else. He comes to the wall. He'll be the first one in. He'll go under 2 minutes, break his previous best time at 1:57.84. Second behind him was Stone, 1:59. And then 1:59.67 for Freer. That 1:59.67 A time for Mateo Freer. Lane 5 was Pfeiffer, 2:02. He also has the A time, as do Riza and McGee in lanes 5 and 6. And then rounding things out are Gerald and Hoover for the heat. All right, flipping up. Here we go to the next one. Got 3 more heats in this one, including in this particular event, including this heat. Will Cottle's in lane number 1. Tyler Wilkinson in lane 2. Madai Benny I in lane number 3. James Thompson in 4. Isaac Reddy is in 5. Ryan Lipsky is in lane 6. Aiden Edgington in lane number 7. And Caleb Galvin in lane number 8. Benny I from Hannibal. He's wearing that purple cap in lane 3. He is leading the pack by about a body length and a half. Second place here in lane number 5 is Reddy.
Heat 1, report to the bullpen.
First one into the wall. He's going to go under 1:57. Lane number 3, it's Benny I. Previous best was 2 minutes, 0.58. He goes 1:56.51. So that is a double A time for him. Second place, lane 5 was Reddy. Third place in lane number 7 was Edrington. Lipsky comes in 4th. 5th place in the heat was Wilkinson, followed by Thompson, Cottle, and Galvin. All of them coming in with at least a double B time. We get faster as we go here, folks. Heat number 8, lane number 1 is vacated in this particular event. Sambola, lane 2, Alex Chen in lane 3, Vincent Hager in lane 4, Connor Southers in lane 5, Jeremiah Koenigs in 6, Colin Schaefer in 7, and Reed Latal in lane number 8. So a lot of older kids in this one. So we got 3 15-year-olds in Bola, Southers, and Koenig, 16-year-old in Latal, 2 14-year-olds in Chen and Hager, and Schaefer, the 13-year-old, in lane number 7. Right now, it's lane number 5, Connor Southers. We saw him swim well over the course of time. He came in with a 1:55.97, just off the other high one in this particular event from Vincent Hager of 1:55.28. Others continue to be in front, but right now down in lane number 7, Colin Schaefer is hanging in there with them. Young Colin, we know he can go low. We've seen him really star over the last couple of weeks. He's going to come in a very strong second as Southers comes in with a 152.79 for Connor Southers. That's a personal best for him. Right in behind him is Schaefer at 153.18 as he drops 3 seconds at 153.18, just off of the AAA. He got one last night. He's got a couple of them now. Third place in the heat goes to Chen, followed by Bola. Then Hager, Latal, and Koenig. All right, final heat here. Number of fast swimmers in this one. This one is stacked with loaded swimmers here. Gavin Baldus, he can go very fast. He's trying to get that sectional cut. He's in lane number 1 from heat. It's Zach Podzinski in lane number 2 from Rockwood. They're both 16-year-olds. Jaden Yarborough, he's from heat in lane number 3. Aiden Garlock from Rockwood in lane number 6. Grant Owen in lane number 5. Atticus Sternke in lane number 6. Quinn Wolf in lane 7. He could easily win this, as could Max Zhu in lane number 8. Right now, they're all pacing off of each other, with Sternke from Hannibal in lane 6, the first one to touch at 75. Right in behind him in lane number 4, maybe taking a little bit of a lead right now, is Aiden Garlock. Garlock, the 16-year-old from Rockwood. Again, these number of these youngsters looking to get that 147.09. The 14-year-olds, they'd love to get that cut. There's 3 of them in the event: Yarborough, Sternke, and Zhu. They want to see if they can't get that AAA at 152.39. They're going to touch the wall. They're going to have one more shot at it now. Coming off the wall here is Garlock. He came in with a 151.69. 3.5 seconds or so off of that sectional cut. Gap starting to close a little bit because coming on strong in lanes number 6 and 7 are Sternke and Wolf. But right now in lane 4, it is Garlock. Sternke coming on. He's going to give him a push to the end right now. Also in lane number 5 is Owen, but looks like it will be Garlock. Is he going to get in under the time? He will not. May get a personal best, however. Let's see, 150.53. He does get that personal best. So he gets that personal best. He drops a second, but not quite where he wanted to be. Second place in the heat goes to Sternke, followed by Wolf, as they both drop time. Grant Owen, Podzinski, Max Zhu, and then winding things out by Yarborough and Baldus.
It mistakenly shows the boys' 50-yard freestyle before the girls. Okay? That is wrong. We are not going to do it that way. So, after 200 butterfly, when we get to freestyle, we'll be doing girls freestyle first, just like normal, and then boys 50 freestyle. So I don't want anyone to be confused. We're going to do it in normal, girls first, then boy order, regardless of what the heat sheet says. All the heats and stuff are correct. It's just the order of events that's mixed up, okay? All right, we're ready to go.
One final comment about that previous event. Sternke got his AAA at 151.95, so congratulations to him as he pulls that out, the 14-year-old. All right, now we go to the backstroke. This is the 100-yard backstroke. We're going to have 8 heats for the young ladies.
Event 20, girls 100-yard backstroke. Heat 4, report to the bullpen.
4 swimmers in this one. Anna Novick in lane number 2. Emily Wong in 3, Emily Disper in 4, and Bridget Peckham in lane number 5. No previously recorded times for these 3 young ladies. This is 4 lengths of the pool. Down and back, down and back. And right now, front running in this one, Bridget Peckham. She's a 14-year-old from Rockwood. In lane number 5. Beat time in this is 1:16.69. She's got a chance to get that. She may have a chance at the double B at 1:11.19. She closes in inside of the flags. She has a good touch. She might just beat that 1:11. And she is in there for that double B time. So nice job by Bridget. 1:10.27 for her.
Swimmers, exit the pool.
All right, here we go with heat number 2. Rounding out that in those heats was Disper, followed by Novak, and then Wong. All with nice times under 1:26. Good establishments for their first time out. All right.
Event 20, girls 100-yard backstroke. Heat 5, report to the bullpen. Heat 5, report to the bullpen.
It's Anna Zweibelman in lane number 1. Louise Goldcamp in lane number 2. Michaela Pipes in lane 3. Sophia Lundry in lane 4. Bronwyn Miller in lane 5. Cora Donaldson in lane 6. Haley Meek in lane 7. And Ella Wuchik in lane number 8. Right now, Pipes leading the pack in lane number 3. She's about 3 body lengths ahead of the next couple of competitors. Those are in lane 6 and in lane 4, Donaldson and Lundry. Best preliminary time was 1:35.10 by Lundry. Pipes came in at 1:36.99. She's going to go way under that. She'd love to, again, be into that B or double B range. She's got a shot at that double B, which is 1:11.19. She's going to have to get into the wall. Had an extra stroke there at the end. Let's see if she's able to get there. 1:11.19. She hits it right on the dot. So nice job for Pipes. As she hits that double B right on the dot, she drops 25 seconds and gets the double B time. So congratulations to her. Coming in second place in lane number 6 is Donaldson. Lane number 4 is Lundry. Third place, Wuchik in lane number 8.
Swimmers, exit the pool.
Followed by Miller, Zweibelman, Meek, and Goldcamp. All right, heat number 3, here we go. Starting at the top of your screen in lane number 1. All lanes occupied except for lane 7 is vacant. Maddie Wimberly in lane 1. Gigi Gartner in lane number 2. Sydney Vachi in lane 3. Cece Tremont in 4. Ava Muleman in lane number 5. And Victoria Yaya, in lane 6. Savannah Cusinelli.
E5 and 6, report to the bullpen. E5 and 6 to the bullpen.
Lane number 6 in this one right now, Victoria Panuyaya. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. She's a 14-year-old for Parkway. She came in with a 1:30.04. She'd love to get under that 1:16.69. She comes back to the wall here. She should be able to do that inside the flag. She will get to the wall and touch. She will be under that B time. So nice job for Victoria. She'll place first in the heat, 1:14.16. Behind her in lane 5 was Muleman. Tremont in lane 6. Cusinelli, followed by Vachi, Gartner, and Wimberly. All right, here we come with heat number 4. We got 8 swimmers there. Carly Keski in lane number 1. Sadie Calamus in lane number 2. Rizel Mendoza in lane number 3. Evan Lashley in lane 4. Kate Krogan in 5. Athena DeKinder in 6. Sandra Kim in 7. And Ella Jones in 8. First one to the wall, lane number 4, is Lashley. She came in with the best time of 1:19.25. Again, trying to get that B time. Got a couple of 17-year-olds in here, and Mendoza and Krogan in lanes number 3 and 5. Lashley touches the wall. She goes back the other way. She's got half the pool to go. He's going to come in underneath that 116. Did she get the double B time? Let's see where it comes out at. She was right near it. 1:12.45, just off of that double B time, but she does get a solid B time, so nice job by Lashley. Coming in at 1:12.45. 1:14.34, also a B time in lane number 5 for Krogan. Or excuse me, she's a 17-year-old. Lane number 2, 1:16.92, just off of the B time is Calmus. Rounding things out will be Kim, DeKinder, Keski Jones, and then Mendoza. All right, here we go with 8 swimmers in heat number 5. Mia Crandall in lane number 1, Lily Driscoll in lane 2. A couple of 13-year-olds from Parkway. Abby Schneider in lane 3. She's a 14-year-old from Rockwood. Alexandra LaFleur. She's in lane 4 from Heat, 16 years old. 15-year-old from Parkway is Liz Myers in lane 5. Maddie Stoner in lane 6 is from Parkway, and she's a 13-year-old. Kaylee Moore in lane number 7 is from Heat in lane, or 15-year-old, excuse me. And then in lane number 8, Lauren Callahan from Rockwood, the 13-year-old. So we've got a smattering of different ages here in this particular heat. Middle of the pool right now in lanes 4, 5, and 3. Those are your front runners. LaFleur, Myers, and Schneider. Coming in now again, lane number 4. It's LaFleur, 16-year-old from Heat. She will have the fastest time. She will go well under her previous best time. 1:12.58 for that young lady, so nice job. If you're wondering what the sectional cut is for the older kids, it's 1 minute, 1:29. Second place in the heat in lane 5 was Myers, followed in there in lane 3 by Schneider with 1:14.53, so she gets the B time, the Schneider. Moore, Stoner, Callahan, and Crandall round things out, all with nice times in their own right. No swimmer in lane number 2 for this one. It'll be Jordan Moulton in lane number 1, Lily McGinn in lane number 3, Daphne Bishop in lane 4, Reagan Fries in lane 5, Adeline Stevens in lane number 6, Chloe Zooms in lane number 7, and Zoe Pipes in lane number 8.
34 boys, 100-yard backstroke, heat 1, report to the bullpen.
And Beth Stone says we've got a mispronunciation. It's LaFiore, so my apologies. I think I was calling her LaFleur, so small print on our sheet. L looks like an I, but my apologies. We'll get it right. And she says go LaFiore and more. They both swam in the last heat. We want to thank Beth. She's been chiming in all weekend long, active on the message board and the text machine. Lane number 8 right now is Pipe. She's had such a good swim meet. 17-year-old down here in lane number 8. She is slightly ahead here in this one. Also going strong right now. In lane number 4 is Bishop, the 13-year-old. They'll turn in some strong times here now. They'll touch the wall. Bishop 107.65 for her. Just off of the A time. Nice job for her. Double B, though. And she drops 5 seconds. Second in the heat in lane 6 is Stevens. Third in the heat in lane number 5 was Freeze. Nice job by Reagan as she drops 4 seconds. Also good job up in lane number 3 for McGinn. And she drops 4 seconds as well. It's Humes in lane number 7, followed by Moulton. Pipes might have had a soft touch. They've got her listed in last, so she may not touch the wall really strong. She was right in there to begin with in the heat. She comes from the time.
Boys, 100-yard backstroke. P2, report to the bullpen. P2, report to the bullpen.
Sarah Locke in lane number 1. She's from Rockwood, a 13-year-old. Maria Parisi, 14-year-old from Rockwood in lane 2. Audrey Wagner from Parkway in lane number 3. Ebner in lane number 4, followed by Johnson in lane 5. Kaylin Lowry in lane number 6 from Rockwood. Chad Zaxian, that's Sophia. She's in lane 7 from Parkway. And then Stephanie Rose in lane number 8. She's a 13-year-old. She now swims for Rockwood, currently listed as an unattached. She joined that club recently. Middle of the pool now. Lane number 4, Abdener. She's ahead of everyone, but it's Chad Zaxian coming in strong in lane number 7. Also looking strong is Audrey Wagner in lane number 3. First one to the wall will be Nor as she touches this one. Let's see where she got. Final time 107.01 for her. Again, just off of that A time, but a nice job as she drops 3/10 of a second in her previous. Second place in the heat was Sophia Chadzaxian in a 107.32, so they were just behind each other. Audrey Wagner in third place, Johnson in 4th, followed by Lowry, Parisi, Locke, and Rose. All right, here we come with the final heat. A couple of swimmers who could go low in this one, under a minute. But it's Olivia Clerico in lane number 1 from Rockwood, the 15-year-old. Isabella Clerico in lane number 2, the 13-year-old. Jonna Molenhoff in lane number 3 from Rockwood, and then Lexi Cook in lane number 4 from Rockwood as well. She comes in at 58.18, well ahead of everyone else. It's Ainsley Bennett. We saw her go low earlier and get that sectional cut. She's in lane number 5 from Hannibal. Megan Billsland from Rockwood in lane 5. Nora Wiley in lane 7 from Hannibal, and Annabelle Cook in lane number 8 from Rockwood. Right now, it is Lexi Cook. She's got about a body length lead on Ainsley Bennett. They're in lanes 4 and 5. Right in behind Bennett is Billsland in lane number 6. Sectional cut in this one, 1 minute, .29. AAA for the 13 and 14s, 1 minute, .19. And right now, Cook's got a chance to get that. She may get the quad A. Let's see what her time comes out at. 1:57.75. She is just off of it. So Lexi Cook with a AAA. She already had that AAA. Or she did, yeah, she had the AAA already. Right in behind her at 1 minute, .73. Just off of that sectional time for Ainsley Bennett. She was trying to get the 1 minute, .29. Didn't quite achieve it. Billsland comes in right behind her. Molenhoff with a 1:03.16, 3/10 of a second better than her previous time. Rounding things out will be Isabella Clerico, followed by Nora Wiley, Olivia Clerico, and then Annabelle Cook. All right, here we go.
34, boys, 100-yard backstroke. E4, report to the bullpen. E4, report to the bullpen.
All right, here we go. First heat in this one for the boys. We've got 4 swimmers. Lane 3 is vacated, but Sam Osdike is in lane number 2, 13-year-old from Parkway. Johnny Laird from Parkway in lane 4. Lucas Day from Parkway in lane 5, and AJ Becker from Parkway in lane 6. Becker well out ahead of everyone else. We've seen him be fast so far. Looking to be even faster here in this one. As he comes strong into the wall, let's see what his time is going to look like. .104.92 for him. Looking at those cut lines, that puts him just over an A time, well into the double B time. So a nice job, AJ Becker, for your first time out. Second place in the heat in lane 5 was Day. Followed in lane 2 by Osdick, and then Laird will round things out. That B time in this one is 1:11.49. Double B time, 1:06.39. That's for the 13 and 14-year-olds. Got another good shout out. We want to give another shout out to Lexi Cook. She continues to do very well. An NCSA Junior National cut. Great job by her. You might have seen, folks, of the time trial this evening. 5:30 p.m. is the timing on that one. A couple of swimmers trying to achieve some faster times, mostly at the older ranks, trying to get into sectionals or some other than national cuts. Noah Hoffman is in lane 1. All these swimmers for Parkway, with the exception of Jacob Baldus in lane 5. They're all 13 with the exception of Baldus, who is 14, and Andrew Kastner in lane 7, the 15-year-old. But right now, Noah Hoffman in 1, Aiden Workman in 2, Adam Barnes in 3, Kevin Wong in lane 4. We mentioned Baldus is in lane 5. Joyner in lane 6. We mentioned Kastner in lane 7, and then George Baisley in lane number 8. Top time coming in this one, lane 4 was Wong, 1:28.65. He'll try and beat that, but right now, the fastest time in the heat's going to be Noah Hoffman. He came in at 1:37.40. He's looking to go well under that. Got an opportunity right now to get that B time and move way up the ranks. He's not quite going to get it, but he will drop significant time, 1:14.05 for that young man, as he drops 23 seconds off his previous best. Second place in the heat will be Wong. He also drops 7 seconds off of his and drops all the way around. Lane number 3, Adam Barnes, 7 seconds. Followed in behind there by Baldus and Joyner. Workman, Baisley, and then Kastner. All of them dropping time. So nice job to those youngsters. Great times for them. That's what you want to see. You want to see them dropping time as they come in, time and time out. All right. Full slate here now. 8 swimmers. Heat number 3. Francisco Sala in lane 1. Harry Pendleton in lane 2. Tyler Matheny in lane 3. Mark Lee in lane 4. Thomas Ponsigal in lane number 5. Ethan Hill in 6. Alex Dixon in 7. And Ethan Melson in lane number 8. Fastest time coming into this one is Mark Lee in lane number 4. The 13-year-old came in at 1:22.02. Swimmers shooting, again, to get their best time. They'd love to be in that B and double B range. 1:11.49 and 1:06.39. Good split right now for Lee. He can be well under his time. He keeps up that pace. He should come in underneath that B level of 1:11.49. First one into the wall again in lane number 4, 1:13.64. is Lee. He drops 9 seconds, so nice job by him. Coming in right after him, lane number 6 is Hill, followed by Ponstingle, then Pendleton, then Matheny, right on his previous best time. And winding things out will be Melson in lane 8, Tixon in lane number 7, and Salah in lane number 1. Heat number 4 of 8 right now, 8 swimmers. Aiden Eastman in lane 1, Aiden Ellis in lane 2, Emmett Shank in lane 3, Tria Oliver in lane 4, Nate Bauer in lane 5, Sam Gerald in lane 6, Tyler Scheidler in lane 7, and Daniel Landbaum in lane number 8. Early lead right now in lane number 5 goes to Nate Bauer, the 13-year-old. Previous best was Poliver in lane 4 with a 1:13.44. But right now, it's Bauer, and he's about a body length ahead of everyone else as he touches the wall in a fast time of 32:14. Stretching it out a little bit. Second place right now looks to be maybe Lansbaum down in lane 8 or up in lane 3, Shank. Ellis right in behind him in lane 2. Also closing the gap slightly in lane number 6 is Gerald. It will be Bauer. He will get the fastest time in this one. He's again got a chance at that double B. He can get into the wall, and he will get that double B time. Let's see what he touches at. 1:05.71, 1:06.39 is the double B time. So nice job by Bauer to get that double B right in behind him. 1:08.61, solid B time for Daniel Lansbaum as he drops almost 13 seconds in that event. Lane number 3 gets third place in that. It's Emmett Shank, also solid B time for him. Winding things out in lane 6, Gerald, followed by Ellis, Scheider, Eastman, and then Poliver. Well off his previous best time. All right.
Event 34, boys 100-yard backstroke. Heat A, report to the bullpen.
Heat number 5, 8 swimmers. Luke Deutschman in lane 1, Jake Tegentoff in lane number 2. He's ahead right now as he touches the wall and goes back the other way, about a body length ahead. Lane 3 is Spencer Kinsey. Mateo Freer, he's in lane 4. Ryan Huang in lane 5. Ryan Lipsky in lane 6. Veda Kali in lane 7. And Zidane Riza in lane number 8. Tegentoff, 15-year-old, along with Kali in lane 7. 14-year-old in this race is Freer in lane 4. The rest are 13. But it's Tegentoff, and he is going out fast here. Body length lead as they come back to mid-pool. He'll be the first one into the wall here. 55.69 is that sectional cut. He will come in just over a minute. Let's see what his time comes out at as it put it up on the clock. 1:02.31. Nice time for him as he drops 5 seconds. Second in the heat, 1:04.30 by Wong as a BB time for him. It's a nice job for Ryan Wong in lane number 5, followed in there by Freer and Kinsey, Lipsky, Riza, Kali, and Deutschman. So a number of BB times in there also. 2 BB times. So nice job, young men there. All right. 8 swimmers now as we get down to heat number 6. Lane number 1, William Jost. Mahdi Beniai in lane number 2. Xander Stone in lane number 3. Isaac Reddy in 4. Atticus Sternke in 5. Callum Shank in lane 6. Caleb Galvan in lane 7. And Ian Pfeiffer in lane 8.
Event 23. Girls 13 and over, 200-yard butterfly, heat 1.
Middle of the pool now, lane number 5, heading the pack. That's Sternke. Second one to touch behind him on the split is Callum Shank. Isaac Reddy riding behind him. So fast right now. Again, all these youngsters trying to improve on their best time. The 14-year-olds want to get those A's and double A's and whatnot. 15, 16, and 17-year-olds see if they can get that sectional cut. That sectional cut at 55.69. 3 swimmers now vying for the first place position in this heat. They're in the middle of the pool in lanes 5, 4, and 6. First one into the wall in lane number 5 will be Sternke. He's a 14-year-old, 101.22. That will earn him an A time. So nice job for Atticus. Second place in lane 4, 101.45. Drop for Reddy. Third place at 101.80 for Shank as he drops 3 seconds off of his previous best. So nice job for Callum. Xander Stone, he'll come in 4th place, followed in behind by Pfeiffer. Then Benyon, Will Jost with a nice swim of 108, just a little off his previous best time, and a 109.05 for Galvin, just off his previous best time.
Event 23, girls.
No swimmer in lane number 5.
P2, report to the bullpen. All girls, 200-yard butterfly swimmers should be in the bullpen.
Reed Littall in lane number 1. He's a 16-year-old from Rockwood. Colin Schaefer in lane number 2. He's had a really good couple of swim meets here in a row. He's from Parkway in lane number 2, just a 13-year-old. Gabe Cusinelli in lane number 3 from Rockwood. Jeffrey G. from Rockwood, 14-year-old in 4. Tyler Wilkinson in lane 6. In 14, Max Zoo is in lane 7 from Rockwood. And then Heats Jaden Yarborough here in lane number 8 at the bottom of your screen. Middle of the pool right now, Jeffrey G. He has opened up a little bit of a lead. Schaefer right in behind him, though. He's about 2/3 of a body length ahead. It looks like Jeffrey G. is going to be the first one into the wall, though. He's trying to go under a minute, and he will go under a minute. Maybe close to that AAA time. Let's see what he's got there. 58.11, and he does get, no, it's a AA time, 58.69. So nice job to Jeffrey G. as he gets the AA right in behind him in 2nd place in lane 2, 59.91. And that's a solid A time for Colin Schaefer as he drops 2 seconds, 59.41 on that time. 3rd place in the heat was Littall. 4th place in the heat goes to Cusinelli. Winding things out, it goes Wilkinson, Yarborough, and Zoo. So nice job for those young men. A time, AA times, all the way through. Now again, some of the older swimmers back in this next heat. We've got one 14-year-old, that's Carter Crook. He's in lane 5. He could win this heat. He's got that sectional cut already. And he is the 2nd fastest in this one behind Gabe Porter at 53.68. It'll go Gavin Baldus in lane 1, Aiden Garlock in lane 2, Kelvin Crone-Willis in lane 3, Gabe Porter in lane 4, Carter Crook in lane 5. They are neck and neck for first place right now. It is Grant Owen in lane 6, Braden Shearer in lane 7, and Zach Pazinski in lane number 8. Pazinski looking very strong as well down here in lane number 8, as is Shearer in lane number 7. Top of your screen, vying for 2nd place as well in lanes 2 and 3 are Garlick and Crone-Willis, but right now it's Gabe Porter with a little bit of a lead. He's maybe a half a body length ahead of Crook. Porter starting to try and stretch it out, but Crook right there with him. Let's see who's going to come down to it. Again, both of these two looking for their personal best, trying to get a better sectional cut than they've already got into the wall first. They will both be under that sectional cut. And let's see what it'll be. 53.95 for Gabe Porter, just off of his previous best time, and Crook 54.65. That'll be a personal best. So nice job to young Carter, just a 14-year-old, and of course that is just off a quad A. It is a AAA already, which he already had coming into this one, but it's also a sectional cut for him. We look at the rest of this here as we wind things out. 3rd place, 58.62 was Garlick, just off his previous best time. A lot of these swimmers just off their previous best, as then it was Shearer who comes in just off his previous best, as does Podzinski. Winding things out, it will be Owen, Crone-Willis, and Baldwin.
200-yard butterfly. Heat 1, report to the bullpen.
Well, now we go into the 200-yard butterfly. This is the longer event.
Heat 1, report to the bullpen.
Longer event for these youngsters. Only 2 previously recorded times in this particular heat with 7 swimmers. We'll start at the top of your screen. It's Brianna Wilkinson in lane 1, Ellie Green in lane 2, Serena Huang in lane 3, Kaylin Lowry in lane 4, Kelsey Morrison in lane 5, Ava Assinger in lane 6, and Catherine Campbell in lane 7. Previously recorded times come from the 16-year-old Kaylin Lowry at 2:58.52, and then Kelsey Morrison, the 13-year-old from Rockwood, at 3:30.76. Serena Wong looking very strong right now, though. It's a power stroke. Even when you get to 13 and 14-year-olds, we're still trying to develop how to best swim this one. 15 and 16-year-olds doing the same thing. Good strong swim right now by Serena Wong, though, the 13-year-old in lane number 3. Does not have an established time in this one. The B time in this one is 2:49.99. She'll come back and touch the wall for one last go at it. Lane number 1 looking really strong is Brianna Wilkinson from Rockwood as well. B time in this is 2:36.89. That is for the 13 and 14-year-old. And we got a battle now right down to it. Wong and Wilkinson. Wilkinson picking up steam as they come to the wall here. They'll be well under that BB time, and they're going to be right around the A time. Let's see what they get. 1:25.20 or 2:25.20, excuse me, just off of the A time of 2:24.89 and 2:26.22. Again, strong double B times for those two 13-year-olds. Lowry at 2:34.89 drops 24 seconds off of her previous best. Fourth place of 2:43.76 is a B time for Ellie Green. Wilkinson already again, nice job from her. Winding things out here now will be Assinger, then Campbell, and then Morrison will close things out here in this event. Again, this is a very tough one. Some say the 200 butterfly, one of the hardest events, and these youngsters out here competing in it, they did a nice job. Some drop times from our two that had the previously established times. Morrison dropped 6 seconds from her previous best. All right, heat number 2 here. Mix of 13, 14, 15, and 17-year-olds. Lane number 1 is vacated, so Emma Eisworth will start things off in lane number 2. Brenna Pfeiffer in lane number 3. Zoe Pipes in lane 4. Audrey Nolan in lane number 5. Alex Monaconey in lane number 6. Lily Mangan in lane number 7. And Evan Ashley in lane number 8. Lane number 5, well ahead of everyone else, is Audrey Nolan. Nolan comes into this one with a 2:25.09. She's a 17-year-old from Hannibal. Fellow 17-year-old Zoe Pipes from Rockwood in lane number 4. Again, they're looking to drop. See if they can get in the range for that sectional cut, which is 2:02.99. They're going to touch and go for one last shot at it here. Middle of the pool again, lanes 5 and 4. It's Nolan and Pipes, 17-year-olds. Third place right now in the heat in lane number 3 is Pfeiffer, a 13-year-old from Rockwood. Followed there in lane number 2 by Eisworth. Then Montacone and Mangan. And Lashley in lane number 8. First one to the wall there in lane number 4. Nice swim from Zoe Pipes. She will come in at 2:16.34. 7 seconds better than her previous best. Right in behind her at 2:16.99. 9 seconds better than her previous best. Third place in the heat at 2:30.20 for Brenna Pfeiffer. That will be a solid B time for her. She drops 5 seconds. Eisworth in lane number 2. Mangan in lane number 5. Montacone in 6. And Lashley.
The girls 50 freestyle will be after boys 200 fly, which is starting right now. Boys 200 fly, then girls 50 freestyle. So don't get confused by the heat sheet, okay? Thank you.
All righty, here we go. We've got 4 swimmers here in heat number 1. Daniel Lansbaum, 13-year-old from Parkway, and Owen Sattler, 13-year-old from Rockwood. Joe Cunningham in lane 5, 15-year-old from Parkway. Charlie Steerett in lane number 6, 14-year-old from Parkway. Sattler, the only one of the previously established time in this one.
50-yard freestyle. Heat 1, Heat 2, report to the bullpen. Event 26, girls 13 and over, 50-yard freestyle. Heat 1, Heat 2, report to the bullpen.
Going strong in lane number 6 right now. They steer at the 14-year-old. Also, top of your screen, good battle for second place with Lansbaum and Sattler, the 13-year-olds for Parkway and Rockwood, respectively. Long way to go in this one. We'll touch that at the halfway point. Joe Cunningham will round things out in lane number 5. We'll have 3 heats of this one.
Event 26, girls 50-yard freestyle. Heat 1, Heat 2 to the bullpen.
Off the wall now, coming back the other way. Good strong swim so far for Steerett. And so he'll touch the wall one more time, and then he'll have 1 lap to go. Looking stronger as he goes, though, right now. Owen Sattler in lane number 4. Lansbaum also hanging right in there with him on his heels in lane number 2. It'll be Steerett, first one to touch the wall. Good underwater here by Sattler as he closes the gap even further. 2:49.42, his previous best time. B time in this is 2:38.19. Both these youngsters have a chance. See if they can get it. I'm going to say if the Sattler can catch Steerett, he will probably get underneath the wire. I think they're both going to get underneath that 2:38. Let's see if they can do it. They get towards the flags right now. It's Steerett. Steerett now with just a couple of more strokes to go. He will get that B time for his first time out. Right in behind him, also getting the B time, should be Sattler. Lansbaum coming in third in the heat, but 2:33.26 a B time and 2:35.33, both of them underneath that 2:38. Nice job to those gentlemen. And a drop of 14 seconds for Owen Sattler. 2:45.64 for Lansbaum in his first time swimming this very tough event. And then Joe Cunningham will round things out in lane number 5. All right, here we go. Heat number 2. It's Aiden Edgington in lane 1, Alex McGee in lane 2, Grayson Miller in lane 3, Gabriel Foster in lane 4, Connor Southern's in 5, Xander Stone in 6, Mateo Freer in lane 7, and Ryan Huang in lane 8. I think we're going to have a vacated lane number 4 here in this one. Again, 8 lengths of the pool, 4 full laps. Saw Southers do very well in the backstroke, and right now he's slightly ahead as they come off the wall. But Stone has outpaced him here just slightly, also coming on strong is Freer. Miller in lane number 3 looking very good as well. Nice turn there by Stone in lane 6. He tries to widen out his lead, and he does just slightly. Xander Stone, a 16-year-old from Heat, 2:02.99. That is your sectional cut. Well, we appreciate all the shout-outs. Keep those message boards going. Like, share, and subscribe. Sign up for the Parkway Swim YouTube channel. We want to continue bringing these. We hit 125 here, going the other way. Front runner right now is Stone. He's got a double cap on. He lost one of his caps that sunk to the bottom of the pool. Coming in close behind him right now, though, is Miller, who's starting to gain some ground. Young Grayson looking very strong now up there in lane number 3 as he's closed that gap, trying to get to him if he can do it before he gets to the wall. Also going strong right now in lane number 5 is Connor Southers. Right now, though, Stone just slightly ahead of Miller, and let's see who gets him off the wall. It is young Grayson. Now he's got the lead. Can he hold on to it, or can he stretch it out? Puts his head down now, battling towards the wall. It's going to be a sprint down to the finish. Miller's previous best at 2:24.97. He's trying to go under that. He will go under that. Nice swim by young Grayson as he comes back. He'll take the heat. He really closed the gap, really, in the last 75 yards, and comes on strong, 2:22.76. Solid double B time for him. Beats his previous best by 2.5 seconds. Second place in that heat again goes to Stone. Southers in lane 3. Lane 7 is Freer. He came in 4th place. Lane 2, McGee, followed by Edgington and Wong. A couple of 13-year-olds in that heat. Alex McGee comes in at 2:31.20, just off his previous best time. That is a B time for him, and Wong just missing that B time, but did drop 9 seconds, so nice job to those youngsters. But Grayson Miller, great time for him, double B, drops 2 more seconds, and he'll continue to improve as he goes. Now, here we go. Last heat as these youngsters get fired up. Sam Bola in lane 1. He's a 15-year-old from Rockwood. It is Vincent Hager in lane number 2. He is an up-and-comer, 14-year-old from Parkway. Gavin Baldus in lane number 3. 16-year-old from Heat. Crone Willis, that's Kelvin in lane number 4. He's from Heat, the 18-year-old. Quinn Wolf, he could win this one from Parkway in lane number 5. Tanner Hillsman in lane number 6, the 13-year-old from Parkway. Matty Beniai in lane number 7 from Hannibal, and then Lewis Chen from Rockwood in lane number 7. So age disparities from 13 all the way up to 18. And right now it is that 18-year-old Kelvin Crone Willis. His previous best time, 157.81. He is in the sectional with that. He's trying to improve on it a little bit and get another swim event in here. As he now stretches his lead out to about a body length and a half. He'll touch at the halfway point with a pretty fast 58.99. He'll want to go a little bit faster than that if he wants to bring home his personal best and beat that 157.81. Again, tallest competitor here this weekend, and right now he's showing his quality with a great butterfly. Lane 3 is Baldus. He's in behind him in second place. Quinn Wolf in third place, just slightly behind Baldus in lane number 5. And then right behind him is Hillsman, the 13-year-old in lane number 6. Up in lane number 2 going good is Vincent Hager, just a 14-year-old. And lane 1 looking good, Bola, followed by Benny I and Chen. But right now, it is Kelvin Crone Willis, and he is stretching things out a little bit. Again, he's going for a personal best time. This is where you could really use another swimmer to push you to the edge. We saw that a couple of moments ago with Crook and Porter in the backstroke, and right now Willis going front running. He will not beat his previous best time, trying to make sure he stays under that sectional cut at 2:02. He will not do that either, but nonetheless, very strong swim for him. Second place now. It's a battle right now, and it looks like Hillsman and Wolf in lanes 6 and 5. Next one into the wall, and it will be Tanner Hillsman in lane number 6. Let's see where young Tanner goes. 2:13 was his previous best, 2:10.45, and that is just off of the AAA for young Tanner. Nice job by him. Great, exciting race down to the end. As he hits it at 2:10.45, 2:10.82 for Quinn Wolf, a little off of his previous best time. He gets third place in the heat, 2:11.76 with Baldus in lane 4. Lane 2 was Vincent Hager. He comes in at 2:11.98. Also a solid double A time for him, or A time for him, excuse me. That was an A time for young Tanner as well. Benny I, followed by Bola and then Chen. So Tanner gets the A time, excuse me. Going for that double A time, which he just missed, so slightly off on my recording there. Now we're going to go to the girls 50 freestyle. This is event number 26. We're exploring at home. These will go very fast. Emily Wong is in lane 4. Louise Goldcamp is in 4. Sadie Kalmus in 5. Anna Novak in 6. First one into the wall here, Sadie Kalmus, 29.82. Nice established time for that young lady. Followed in behind there with 31.65, Anna Novak. Emily Wong in lane 3, and in lane 4, it's Goldcamp. So good established times from a number of those youngsters already in that double B and B range. Seven swimmers here in this heat. It's Leibelman in lane 1, Cusinelli in 2, Keski in lane 3, Lundry in 4, Miller in lane 5, Muleman in lane 6, and Meek in lane number 8. No one in lane number 7. These events will all go very fast. All of them will be under a minute, probably under 40 seconds from here on in. Coming down to the wire, it'll be lane number 3 in this one. We'll try and bring you these as best we can. Keski will get that first touch. 31.91 for her, so a nice time. That'll be a B time for her. Second place in that heat at 32.68 will be Cusinelli, followed by Lundry, Muleman, Leibelman, Miller, and Meek. All right, here we go with the next heat. No one in. Actually, we've got a full slate here. Mendoza in lane 1, Kim in lane 2, Kendiyaya and Panuyaya in lane 3, Wimberly in 4, Disper in 5, Fuselius in lane 6, Bocci in lane 7, and Gartner in lane number 8. First one to the wall in lane number 3 would be Kenyatta. 29:15 for that young lady. That'll get her into a double B time. So nice job. Second place at 30:48, just off that double B time, will be Wimberly, followed in behind her in lane 5 by Disper. Lane 2 is Kim. She gets 4th place. 5th place goes to Cerilius, followed by Gartner, Bocci, and then Mendoza. Wuchik is in lane 1. Morrison is in 2. Cora Donaldson from Parkway is in lane 3. Marissa Beanie in lane 4 from Parkway. Crandall, followed by Campbell in lane 6. Stitch in lane 7, and DeKinder in lane 8. Nobody in lane number 1, so Wuchik scratched out of this one. Middle of the pool now, lanes number 4 and 5. That is Beanie and Crandall. They came in with 30.37, 30.41. Beanie will just out-touch Crandall at 29.21. Solidly into that double B range both times for both of those two youngsters. So nice job to Marissa and Amia getting that double B time. 3rd place in the heat, 30.02. Also a double B time for Cora Donaldson, followed by Campbell, Morrison, Stick, and DeKinder. Heat 5, it's Maddie Stoner in lane number 1, Lauren Callahan in lane number 2, Ella Jones in 3, Ava Assinger in lane 4, Kaylee Moore in lane 5, Chloe Humes in lane 6, Alexandria LaFiore in lane number 7. I hope I got it right that time. She's a 16-year-old from Heat. Abby Schneider in lane number 8. Right now, it is lane number 7, bottom of your screen. It is LaFiore. She looks to be the first one. Will she be the first one to touch into the wall? It is LaFiore in the 28.93. If she goes under a second faster than she had previously. In behind her, coming in lane number 3, is Jones, followed by Humes. Then it is Moore, Assinger, Schneider, Callahan, and Stoner. Nice job to all those young ladies. Parisi's in lane 1, Rose is in 2, Tremont and Steffens are in lane 3 and 4, Schindler in lane 5, Krogan in 6, Sarah Locke in lane 7, and Anna Abig in lane number 8. Previous fastest time, 28.89. That's in lane 4 for Steffens. Right now it's lane 6, and it's Kate Krogan from Parkway, the 17-year-old. She'll be the first one to touch the wall here. We'll see if she'll drop some time. She'll come in at 28.31. She will drop some time. Nice job for her. All swimmers in this one, with the exception of lane 2, Rose, under 30. Some good drops in that one. 2nd place in the heat goes to Tremont in lane 3. 3rd place in the heat in lane 4 was Steffens, followed in lane 5 by Schindler. Lane number 1 is Parisi. Abig also coming in 4th. I think I missed her. And then in 7th place, it was Locke. Wrapping things up in lane 2 is Rose. So I apologize about missing Anna Abig, but nice job for all these youngsters. Lily Driscoll in lane number 1. Zoe Chalfont in lane number 2. Liz Myers is in lane number 3. Genevieve Hahn in 4. Madison Bray in 5. Molly Hollowowski in lane number 6. Evan Lashley in lane number 7. And Bridget Peckham in lane number 8. Right now, this could be anybody's, but it looks like lanes number 1 and 2, Driscoll and Chalfont. It will be Driscoll at 27.60, so she'll drop a full second off of her previous best time. Following right in behind her is Chalfont. She'll also drop almost a second. 3rd place in lane number 6 was Hollowowski. We did have Bray out. She was not in the race. Lane number 4, it was Hahn. She comes in at 28.39, so just right on her time. Lashley, Beckham, and then grinding things out is Meyer. So a couple of cuts there in that one is a couple of youngsters coming into that A range. Now, here we go, fast one. McLeod, Chad Zaxian, Olivia Clerico, Michaela Pipes. Those are lanes 3 and 4. Montecone in lane 5. It's Audrey Wagner in lane 6. Ellie Green in lane 7, and Serena Wong in lane number 8. Middle of the pool now seems to be the fastest. It looks like lane 6, though. It's Audrey Wagner coming to the wall, and it will be Wagner with the touch at 27:28. Nice job for young Audrey as she drops over a half a second there. And for her, she gets that A time. She was just 0.04 off of it, so nice job to Audrey. Second place in the heat coming in is Clerico. Followed in closely behind her is Monteconi. Then Pipes, Green, Chad Zaxian, Huang, and McLeod. Now, another fast heat. Elizabeth Tyson's in 1. Annabelle Cook is in lane 2. We got a full slate in this one, so it'll be Brenna Pfeiffer in lane 3. Zoe Pipes in lane 4. Brianna Wilkinson in lane 5. It's Nora Abdenauer in lane 6. Jordan Moulton in lane 7. And Sammy Sylvester in lane number 8. Right now, down in lane number 7, it is Moulton. She looks to be leading the pack. Also up in lane number 1, it's Tyson. This could be anybody's ball game. Look at also lane number 5. In lane number 5, it is Wilkinson, and it will be Moulton coming in first, 26:52 for her, and that will be a nice time for the 16-year-old. Followed in behind her at 26:80 in lane number 5 for Wilkinson, and she misses that double A time by 0.01. Nice job for those young ladies, but a solid A time for Wilkinson. All right, last heat here now. Reagan Fries is in lane 1. She's a 14-year-old from Parkway. Madeline Johnson, also a 14-year-old from Hannibal. She's in lane 2. Jana Molenhoff, 14, from Rockwood in 3. Ainsley Bennett in lane number 4. Audrey Nolan in lane 5. Megan Bilsland in lane 6. It's Isabel Clerico and Nora Wiley, 13-year-olds from Rockwood and Hannibal in 7 and 8. Coming down to the wire. First one into the wall. Lane number 5, 25:16 is Nolan. She was going for that cut, and she just misses it. 24:99 was the sectional. So she just misses out on that. Second place in the heat at 25:55 was Madeline Johnson in lane number 2. And that is a AAA cut for Madeline Johnson. She gets it by 0.04. So nice job to Madeline Johnson. Ainsley Bennett also was going for that sectional cut. She, 25:63, is just off of it as well by 0.64. So a couple of just near misses there, but some very fast times as well. Congratulations. We got a number of double A's and triple A's in that one. Reagan Fries, I believe, at 26:42 gets the double A underneath that 26:72. Also in there on that double A at 26:16 was Bilsland, Clerico, and Wiley, also doing very well. So congratulations to all those youngsters on a fast race. All right, we're going to keep going here now. We are now into the boys, and this is our first heat. No times recorded for Lucas Day, Sam Osdike, and Patrick Wong. Wong is the 15-year-old in lane 5. The other two are 13 years old. These will still go very fast. First one into the wall will be Wong. 28:01, nice established first time for him. The other two at 31:21 and 32:60 for Day and Osdike. They're just off the B times. All right, 15-year-old Andrew Kastner. He will be in lane number 2. Francisco Sala in lane number 3. Adam Barnes in 4. Mark Lee in 5. Noah Hoffman in 6. And Johnny Laird in lane 7. The latter 5 are all 13 years old. Fastest established time in this group is 36:29 by Adam Barnes. Mark Lee just 2/100ths of a second behind him at 36:31 in lane 5. But right now it's lane number 6. It's Noah Hoffman. He came in at 38:75, and he's looking to blaze away on that. He might go under 35 here. He'll touch the wall. Did he get that beat time? 29:49. He is. Beat time for him. Nice job by Hoffman as he gets that beat time. He drops off 9 seconds of his previous best time, 31:38, second best in the heat by Mark Lee as he drops 5 seconds. Everybody in that heat looks like they are dropping time, and they do it significantly. So great job, including Laird and Kastner. Kastner drops a second and a half off his previous best, and Laird drops 5 seconds off his previous best, 4.5. So nice job there, and that B time again from Noah Hoffman. All 13-year-olds and two 14-year-olds in this one. It's Ethan Melson in lane 1, Aiden Workman in 2, and Shirez Poliver in lane 3, Harry Pendleton in lane 4, Kevin Wong in lane number 5, Tyler Matheny, the 14-year-old, in lane 6, Gavin Joyner in lane 7, and the other 14-year-old, Jacob Baldus, in lane number 8. All going strong right now. Anybody's race at this point as we come down to the final half of the pool. It looks like lanes 4 and 5, Pendleton and Wong, they'll battle for the first slot here in this heat. And it will be lane number 4, Pendleton, coming in at 30:75, and he does nicely. He gets 3 seconds off his previous best time. Some good drops here across the board in that heat. In fact, almost all the swimmers, not all of them, but almost all of them dropped in that heat. So congratulations to them. The lone outlier in that was Joyner, who was just off his previous best time, but every other swimmer in that heat drops time. Congratulations. George Basie in lane 1, Alex Tixon in lane 2, Ryan George in lane 3, Owen Sattler in lane 4, Luke Deutschman in 5, Ethan Hill in 6, Thomas Ponstigal in lane 7, and Tyler Schindler in lane number 8. They come down to the wall. First one in on this one. Lane 4 is Sattler. He came in at 29.99, goes out at 27.78, and he just gets that double B by .01. So good job for young Owen. Second place in the heat. Lane number 5 was Deutschman. He gets the B time. Lane 3 also getting that B time, or lane 6 in third place was Ethan Hill. And a lot of B times across the board, so congratulations to those young men. Emmett Shank in lane 1, Joe Cunningham in 2, Alex McGee in 3, Andy Assinger in 4, Sam Gerald in 5, Nate Bauer in 6, Steerett in 7, that's Charlie Steerett, and Aiden Eastman in lane 8. Middle of the pool, lane 4, front running is Andy Assinger, the 14-year-old. He came in with a time of 28.28, looking to best that, see if he can get that double B time. He will get that double B time. In fact, he will get the A time at 25.16, so a nice job for Andy Assinger. He gets the A time. Second place of 26.42. That is a double B time by Gerald in lane number 5. Lane number 8, Eastman, also with that double B time. And a double B time in lane number 6 for Bauer. So nice job to all those young men. He got it by .02. Fifth place, and he gets it by .01. Does Cunningham, or Cunningham's a 15-year-old. He will not. Rounding things out, Shank, Steerett, and McGee. All right, here we are in heat number 6. Mateo Freer, lane 1. Beta Colley in lane 2. Ryan Huang in lane 6. Spencer Kinsey in 4. Tyler Wilkinson in 5. Jack Windler in 6. Nobody in lane 7. And Richter in lane 8. Right now, it looks like top of your screen, Mateo Freer, 28.06 was his previous best. He's going to beat that. He'll coast into the wall at 26.04. So that 26.04 good enough for a double B time. He gets first place in the heat, 25.96 in lane number 5 was Wilkinson. So nice job for him as he gets that double B. He's just off that A time, but nice job to those two. Third and fourth place goes to Windler and Kinsey in the heat. Fifth place in the heat to Huang. Sixth place down at the bottom of your screen by Richter, and then Colley will round things out. Will Cottle in lane 1. Caleb Galvin in lane 2. Ian Pfeiffer in lane 3. Callum Shank in lane 4. William Chen in 5. Zidane Riza in lane 6. Grayson Miller, who swam very well here this evening, as has Braden Shear. They are in 7 and 8. Middle of the pool right now, it's Callum Shank, though, the 15-year-old, looking to see if he can improve on his previous best time of 25.72. Young Callum will shatter that, 24.09. Nice job for him. 22.39 is that sectional cut, but boy, that was a fast swim for him. Second in the heat at 25.27 was Pfeiffer, the 14-year-old. He will get that A cut for him. Nice job. A cut again is 25.69, so he gets that there, as does right on the nose Will Cottle. So nice job to those two young men. All right, they get faster as we go. Edgington in 1, Chen in 2, Lipsky in 3, Ellison 4, James Thompson in 5, Colin Schaefer in 6, Carter Crook in 7, and Xander Stone in number 8. Right now, it is Carter Crook front running, and he looks very fast now. Carter Crook came in at a 25.62. He's going to shatter that. He'll be the first one to the wall in this heat. The young 14-year-old at 23.67, just off of the AAA time is Carter. What a swim for him. He is just off of it. He was going for it all the time. Nice job for him at 23.67. Right in behind him is Colin Schaefer at 24.71. He drops over a second as well. They'll stay solidly. Well, Colin, he's just trying to get that A time or double A time. He's just off of that, but nice job by both of those young men as they drop time. Third place in the heat in lane number 4 was Ellis. Very fast swim there. So 3 heats left. Podzinski in 1, Yarborough in 2, Bola in 3, Latal in 4, Owen in 5, Foster in 6, Tegentoff in 7, and Vincent Hager in 8. 24.65 fastest preliminary time. That was just shattered by Carter Crook a moment ago. First one to the wall on this one at 24.33 in lane number 1 will be Podzinski. He's a 16-year-old, 24.33, but right now Crook's 23.67, holding strong. Second place in the heat at 24.44. Solid double A time there by Yarborough. Lord Yarborough, we know he can go low. Third place in the heat, 24.59 from Sam Bola. He slaves off just a little hair of a second. All right, we got Cusinelli, AJ Becker, Max Zhu, Alex Chen, Jeffrey G, Gabe Porter in lane 6. Koenig is in 7, and Atticus Sternke in lane number 8. Right now, in lane number 6, it's Gabe Porter, and he's a half a body length ahead of everybody else. Young Gabe trying to get under 23.88. Looks like he might do it. Let's see if he can get into the wall. Can he beat Crook? 22.87. Just off the sectional cut for Gabe Porter, but he does drop a second. Awfully tough to drop an entire second, but we've seen both Crook and Gabe Porter go over a second drop trying to get that sectional cut. Second one in the heat there. That time, 23.88 was AJ Becker. What a time for him. Just off of, again, the AAA. Just short of where Crook was a moment ago. Third place in the heat, and in lane 5 was G, followed in lane 3 by Zhu. With a tie, Zhu, and Chen. Rounding things out, Sternke, Koenig, and Cusinelli. Now it's Crone Wilson, lane 1, Reddy in lane 2. Quinn Wolf, he could win this in lane 3. Seth Adams in lane 4. William Jost in lane 5, very fast as well. Connor Southers in 6, Garlick in 7, and Baldus in 8. Who's going to be the front runner in this one? Right now, middle of the pool. It's Adams, Jost. Let's see, is it going to be Adams? Adams will be the first one to touch. He just out-touches William Jost. Adams at 22.32. He gets the sectional cut to Seth Adams. So he gets the sectional cut at 22.32. He was trying to improve on his best time, and he just did that. Coming in second, William Jost was trying to get that 22.39. He does not get it. 22.56, just short. 11 tenths of a second behind his previous. Quinn Wolf also trying to get it. 23.03 for him as he drops as he does not drop, adds just a little bit of time. What a race that was. Very fast, folks. Mask limits us a little bit from being able to bring you that action, but nonetheless, we hope you've enjoyed it. But a sectional cut right there by Seth Adams from Rockwood. He came up big. He had the sectional cut already by 0.05, and now he's got it by 0.07 as he drops just a little bit of time trying to improve his standing already. He came in a very fast 22.34. Folks, we're going to have a time trial. We'll just probably keep it right here. I don't know if we're going to keep the same stream going or we'll log into a new one. So we'll have a new stream here in just a few minutes. There'll be a time trial. The first event for that time trial will be a mile. Not sure how many swimmers we're going to have in that one. There's a number of swimmers lined up here right now. They're going to do that warm up and warm down. As we have rounded things out here for day number 2. Now we're going to be back with you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. So be sure to join us here on the live stream. What's that? I don't know if I'm going to stick around. I mean, this is kind of bogus, but it is what it is. I mean,